Hey everyone, Kirostyle here. Welcome back to the Somnium Files. We are on track to get the true ending, and I think we should be able to finish everything today. Before we do so, just a couple things maybe to mention about the previous episodes. I've been kind of milling over my thoughts, and also looking over yesterday's footage. So first of all, because I know, maybe not now, because I don't really have the audience for it, but in the future someone might be watching, and might write a comment about this, but at the end, where we got to the kind of end of the Annihilation ending, we had a choice, and I intentionally chose the bad option last time, which got Hitomi blown up, and then there was like a little cutscene where Date kind of goes like, I couldn't control myself, boss's body went rolling back, and then I like wiped my hand on my face and tasted blood, and then I kind of made a joke that boss's body must have been rolling back because she was laughing so hard about what would happened. And I said that in response to someone in the chat, because I know on YouTube you don't see the chat because I choose not to include it, but in the Twitch chat someone mentioned boss must be laughing on the ground, or rolling on the floor laughing, and I kind of made a joke about that. And then someone else in the chat said, oh, it's because I think Date shot boss and like he had the blood splatter on him, and I kind of acknowledged that in my head, but I didn't say it on the stream, so I feel like someone's gonna watch and be like, Kiro's so dumb he didn't realize what happened. I did, I just didn't say it out loud, and then I just didn't process it because I was like, okay. So just to make that clear, because I know someone in the future is gonna watch this maybe and think I'm dumb and didn't notice, and I'm dumb sometimes, but I did notice that. Hey, thanks for joining me here on the stream, and I really appreciate it. First time chatter, excellent. Super excited, welcome, thank you for joining us. Oh yeah, so 2 videos ago, when we did Mizuki's ending, Joe Goodman from YouTube, thank you Joe Goodman for leaving nice comments on my videos, mentioned, because at the end of that video, there was a weird sentence where Mizuki said that her mom's best friend was Hitomi, and we're like, but Shoko didn't know Hitomi, that doesn't make any sense. And I think it's actually a typo, or rather Joe Goodman pointed it out, that it probably meant to say Mizuki's best friend's mom, not Mizuki's mom's best friend, which significantly changes the context of it, because we've seen a couple typos or weird things in this game, so that must be one of the ones that fell under the radar. Anyways, at the end of the last episode, we pretty much solved almost all the mysteries, but we didn't really get a good ending because everyone was dead. So now we're going to do the true ending where everyone survives. Now, I do have a couple questions, and of course this will be spoilers for the rest of the game, so if you're new here or you stumbled across this video, spoiler beware. So one of my questions I was thinking was, we found out that, so between Prisoner 89, Saito, and Rohan, they did like a 3-way brain swap. So Rohan's personality went into 89's body, 89's personality went into Saito's body, Saito's personality went into Rohan's body. So, but what was the point of that? If they caught the Cyclops killer and they locked him away, what was the whole point of even doing the swap in the first place? There was no need to do it. And that kind of set off the entire chain of events. So I'm sure maybe they'll cover that. I'm sure they will. The other question I have is, how did Saito get a hold of the red sync machine? Because, so he was stuck in Rohan's body for a while and then suddenly got his memories back, decided to get revenge. So how did he get a hold of that red sync machine? Is that just completely overlooked? Is that an oversight? But a few other things do fall into place, like we now know because Date's very first Somnium, at the very beginning of the game where he has that dream and he sees Hitomi's body on the floor, that is because he is Falco or 89, and that's why he was able to see those memories, so that kind of ties together. One thing I don't really, well, maybe it's not that it doesn't make sense, but it's ambiguous, is because we did go into 89's Somnium, and remember Rohan's personality is inside 89's body right now, so we're actually in Rohan's Somnium, and we saw the scene where Hitomi and 89 were together and then Rohan busts in and is about to shoot her. So I guess it's ambiguous because it could be 89's memory or it could be Rohan's, and it's supposed to be that way, although Boss appears there and we don't really know why. So let's do this last route of the game. That's enough talking. Thanks again for joining me on the stream, for all of you coming in there. Really appreciate you joining me on this journey. I mean, this game is much more enjoyable when I'm playing it with other people, because, I mean, you know, I've been talking about my gripes with this game thus far. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so let's just summarize what happened. So this is in the route where we don't save Mizuki in her Somnium. We end up with Iris. She drags us around all over the place. She thinks Nice is after her. And then we get, like, shot at. We go into her Somnium, and then we don't follow Iris's instructions because we think that she's lying. We come out, we find out that Iris is actually suffering from, like, brain cancer, or, like, has a tumor in her brain. We go back, she goes missing, and then we go back and look around for her. We go back to the cold storage, we find a dead body. We think it's Iris at first. Turns out it is Manaka's, who is a high school friend of Hitomi and Renju. We do some digging, we find out Manaka is actually Iris's real mother, and that Hitomi has been taking care of her daughter Iris. Iris is also So Sajima's child, but he doesn't know, well, he, like, kind of knows that, but he doesn't know that. It's kind of unclear. I think it depends on which story route, because, like, sometimes it seems like he knows it and sometimes he doesn't. Then we get a mess. Oh no, we sync with Hitomi to find out about this. When we come out, we hear from Pewter that we've been taken off the investigation because supposedly So is digging his claws into his MD or MPD connections. We take out Pewter, and then Hitomi leads us to the abandoned factory. Here we find out that Pewter is trying to delete Aiba, so we have about 4 hours left. We open the doors and we find Renju's body dead on the chair. Now we know now that Renju was already dead, and this was someone else in Renju's body. And then we, like, get ambushed from behind by Prisoner 89, or Falco, who we know now is actually Rohan. But he was Rohan, and then he just swapped now, probably, I'm guessing, into Saito. So it's actually Saito in 89's body, and Rohan is actually dead in Renju's body. But this path is going to be the good ending because everyone is alive, except for Shoko and Renju, because they don't survive regardless. So let's do this. We'll see what happens. I don't know how long this ending is. Hopefully it's not like a super duper short stream that I could have done in the last episode. I guess we'll find out. I do have a lot to talk about this game though, so when we reach the ending, I'll definitely give a summary of my thoughts, or gather them together. Okay, so we're at the factory. Now, since we know now that Renju's already been dead, and he's been dead for a while, I feel like it'd just be easy to call Pewter up and be like, yo, Renju's actually been dead, so you have no reason to follow these orders because we know that you want to find Renju's killer too, but maybe we'll actually do that, I don't know. The time limit thing is just kind of... Oh, wait, why am I in the chair? Oh, we got knocked out, so he's probably getting ready to do the swappy swap.
Damn it!
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
What is it you expect me to do?
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me.
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited.
Well, how convenient.
It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Gah.
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational. I attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
And?
No response.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups, likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
Oh, why was that sudden sound in the background? Is this part of the soundtrack? Why is it suddenly picking up?
He thinks I'm investigating Monika's case.
That is not the only reason. So Tsujima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead. That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
For now. But if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me. I would cease to exist.
Hello. So, This is Saito in 89's body, and we know now that this is actually Date's original body because Date is the original Falco.
Saito Tsuchima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Okay, now here's the other thing, is that in the other path, Boss was talking about, like, oh, you figured it out because you recovered it from a small fractal of your memory. But, and then I said something about, well, how come Saito's telling us this if he knows that we can jump timelines? I think he doesn't know that we can jump timelines because I think he just assumed that we got the information back by digging back into our memory because we have like 1% Saito memory in our bodies and we probably reconstructed his memory when actually in fact we figured it out by running through another alternate timeline. So Saito doesn't know that we can do this. He just assumed that we got it through another route.
Renju's body on the ground, without his left eye. You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds?
You didn't seem surprised last time that we knew that. And in this timeline, this route, we actually learned it directly from Boss and Pewter, so it's actually really no surprise. How did he learn that anyways? Well, no, never mind, that's a dumb question. He learned because we did it to him at the beginning. But again, how did he get a hold of this machine? And isn't all this rain damaging for the machine? How come no one came here and found the machine?
The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
Your voice also seems different now. How? How do I know that? Why do I know that? Why do I know about Saito, the prototype machine, changing personalities?
The current. Did it unlock your memories?
See, he thinks that when he tased us, we just got the memories back.
Then tell me, this body was originally...
Mine.
That means your body...
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
Words came out easily. I don't know why, but in a moment of harsh realization I knew. A9's body is mine, and my body is Saito's.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
Again, just plots me out into this cutscene. Hey, look, let's have a nice look around this place, right? Just, you know, nice glance around the place. Wait, why did it examine the medicine shelf through his body?
Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills. I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet. Such beautiful eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind. I want to see you mad. But what will really set you off?
If you don't shut your mouth right now.
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any questions for me?
Saito was so accommodating to all our questions. It's early Wednesday morning. Shoko was killed last Friday. That was day 1, which makes today day 6. For 5 days, what was Saito up to? Oh, they're just gonna recap all the events. I already did that for you guys! I went through the trouble of doing that! I just had to ask him what he did every day until now. Fine. What's this weird order, too? On the crosshairs. Friday. Saito explained what he did on Friday. Well, thank you. Wait, he's not even going to actually say it, it's going to narrate it. At 4 a.m., Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called Renju to this abandoned factory and switched bodies with him. Yes, go on. After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko, then brought the body to Bloom Park. But as he explained it to me, I somehow felt that I already knew. I didn't understand why. I felt like it was being etched into my brain. Oh, that is a new question, because in this timeline we found the phone. Hello?
Oh, right. I put that there. When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes. I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
So there was no real reason for that, and then just so happened that So called it.
I was still in Renju's body. My next target was Iris. If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket. I even video called her. But for some reason, she said no. This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscape. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember? Saturday evening after syncing with Mizuki, inside the Somnium, you thought you saw Iris's body, so you called her. The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris. You told her.
Okay, don't go anywhere.
I told her like literally right before he got to her on the phone.
Lock the door and stay at home.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning. If you did not warn her...
She would have been taken here.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
Alright, the car crash happened in this one.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined. But my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
I don't like the way you talk in his
After the
body.
accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state. But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you, but when you tried to bring her here...
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that too? But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me. The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car. I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were both in shambles. I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well. My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep. I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire. By Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead. And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call from a Mr. Amanoma. The man you call Pewter.
I knew the story after that.
The boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
And Pewter, you've done a couple bad things this route. The Pewter came up with a plan to help 89 escape. Rohan, as 89, got into the car with Saito as Renju and fled from the police. These sentences are getting so annoying to read because you have to remember who's in whose body.
When I heard that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body.
Oh yeah, and come to think of it, because I was 89, that means Date was this uncle character, which means that's why Iris said it feels like we've met before.
I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you while you're in this body. A rather nice plan if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs. I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory. Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago. So naturally, we had a lot to talk about.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How have you been? Jail treating you well?
But I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point. So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync.
How did you put him to sleep? Just gonna gloss over that? Man, that car crash really did a number on Renju.
As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just like I told you. He died of natural causes.
Yeah, natural causes of you swiping his body and getting into a car crash.
Just mercenaries I hired. After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account.
See, again, if Renju had such a big bank account, Hitomi surely could have gone to him for Iris' surgery and not have to blackmail So. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I paid them with his money.
Wouldn't that be the first person she asks?
Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris, but after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own without consulting me.
So that was when he tried to capture Iris. Wait, was that still in this timeline though, or was that still part of the Iris route? I don't remember now.
I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m. I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you.
Also convenient that you somehow managed to get your clothes back, the exact clothes you wore 6 years ago.
Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away.
Yeah, see, the person she trusts the most, I knew it was Uncle, but then Aiba was like, no, it's Renju.
It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him, she would do anything.
Okay, now what?
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
I see. That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
So the person she trusts most.
You, Date. Number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep. I restrained her and called Hitomi.
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. And you. Thanks for being so cooperative.
You're welcome.
But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting.
Let's just keep talking then.
I was only 12, but I remember it vividly.
Yes, go on. Loading.
On that day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone. I'm going to see Monica. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's
Everyone
car.
in this game is really good at getting that taxi to follow someone else. Maybe it's that same taxi driver, the weird one, that's helping everyone.
He went to the Harbor Warehouse District.
And they always end up at that warehouse. We get to see what young Saito looks like. Or I guess young Date, in a way. Maybe the whole point of doing the three-way switch was because maybe it wasn't done by Abyss. Maybe So did it because he wanted to save Saito and get him off the hook. And by having him switch bodies, he could still kind of live on while not being in prison.
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something. Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way I could feel happiness. The only way I could feel anything. But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me, and she stole all the happiness from my house. So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland. And I didn't have a mother. Not a real one, I mean. My mom died giving birth to me. So, naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated.
The portrait of laughing So.
Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different? Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened. Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this. And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed. Isn't destiny a curious thing? One mistake can change so many lives.
Yeah, so many people died because of one snail. That's a reference to Zero Time Dilemma.
Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you. And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours.
Technically, it's your face.
So, shall we get started? Give me my body back.
I wonder if this game ends with Date getting his original body back, or if he just decides to stick with this. Is he gonna realize that the eyeball
What
is
a
like
strange fake eye.
Yeah. Shock him.
Oh well.
I still can't believe the whole thing about like, oh, he just casually pops out his eyeball and pops it back in without damaging the nerve. Oh, well, that's definitely damaging the nerves. Without damaging the nerves or the blood vessels.
All right, it's ready.
How did you learn to use this? Like, how did you get your hands on this thing? Are we ever going to explain that, or is it just kind of something that's just never explained? This time Saito is the sinker, and Date is the sinkee. So if I'm going to see the Somnium, it will be from Saito's perspective, looking into Date. Right? Do I get to play this Somnium?
This is the sink room.
Wait, so I'm actual Date now. What? What the heck? Look at those moves, man. You should be the idol.
Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's backwards because... Is it because I'm the sinkee this time instead of the sinker? I don't have Aiba either. Search. Kanami Date. Date Kanami, Abyss Special Agent. Verify identity. Oh.
What?
So am I looking at what he's seeing? Wait. Okay, mental lock broken. Is this all just a cutscene? No actual gameplay? A little anticlimactic.
Am I being synced?
Do I have control yet? Concealed, with a percentage sign in the O. Well, the time isn't even decreasing. Exit. Monitor. Feels weird controlling Date because we never get to walk around as him. Well, okay, everything's 0 time. Just punch it, I guess. Oh.
Damn, what is going on here?
Okay, there's a knife.
What? Damn it, what is this?
So are we gonna like force him back out? Oh. So there's the original sync. Again, I don't understand the purpose of this and who actually conducted it. Like, was it Abyss or was it So? Like, that has been explained. And I wonder if it will get explained or if it's an oversight. Because like, oh, we just did it for the... as a plot device.
Go to the sync room, huh?
Oh, wait, there's a timer in there now. I should have checked the door for a timey. Well, there's not much to examine.
It's a sync machine.
Well, I don't have timies.
Me? What was he doing?
Okay, well, not much choice.
Sync gear. Again.
Okay.
A door. What is this?
Wait, so if that was the first sync, that means Date is in Rohan's body now. Rohan is in E9's body. So now we need to swap Date and Saito.
This wasn't here before.
Okay, I guess there's no timies here, so it doesn't matter. Kind of anticlimactic, but at the same time I'm grateful because I don't like doing these Somnium sequences. They're a little annoying.
This is...
Now it's the bad sync machine. So wait, so does that mean when Abyss did the first actual sync between Rohan and Falco, and then the second sync was then like an underground one?
Help me!
That doesn't make sense either.
Help me!
So am I just watching Saito solve my sync? But he wants to stay in here more than 6 minutes, so he doesn't actually need to solve anything. I'm just gonna forcefully evict him. Oh, the roof is intact.
Blood. The picture!
That chorus is kicking in.
Damn. Oh, this...
Oh, Saito's fighting off
them!
Rohan. Or rather, he's fighting off Falco in Rohan's body, right?
You're... Damn, nothing. You're... I can't. I just can't do it. You're... I touched it, but nothing happened. You're... It's just a mirror.
Hey, thanks for joining us on the stream. Appreciate you being here.
Damn it!
Gave him back his eyeball.
That's it. Just a little more.
Oh, bye.
I'm sinking.
What is this? Percentage sign S! Exclamation mark ink.
I can't stop it. What do I do?
Slow motion running.
What is this?
Yeah, so now it's Saito swapping with Rohan, who has Falco in his body. So then this one was done with the bad sync machine. Oh, there goes the eyeball. Date A. Date A, date A. Day 6.
I did it! I did it! Oh, this feeling! I'm back. I got it all back!
Get him, Aiba.
This fake eye is awful. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing.
Oh, is this when we use the self-destruct feature?
I think I'll keep it.
This eye sucks, I'll keep it.
This prototype machine has a special function.
Oh right, it sedates the Sync-E after.
The body I am transferring my consciousness into will receive a stimulant. The other body receives a sedative.
Why is that function even there?
You will be feeling it soon. Oh, but don't worry. Like I told you earlier, my plan is to kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you. So I can't be killing you right away. You will watch them die, and then you will follow in their footsteps. You should be honored.
My body won't move. My vision is getting hazy. My consciousness was melting away, clarity fading. I don't know what happened. I could only watch as it unfolded in front of me. The scene that played before my eyes... technically, left me dumbfounded. It was a fragment of my memory lost all those years ago. A piece of my past buried deep in my subconscious. Oh, are we going back into the first Somnium of the game?
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! I win! Yay! Now you have to take the penalty. Up, side to side, up, down, pinch.
Iris, remember when you asked me what your stage name should be? How about A-Set?
A-Set?
That's right. I thought of that name. This is when I taught Iris about her name. Greek and Egyptian mythology too.
A-Set. It's pretty. I love it.
You see that flower over there? It's a very special flower that blooms in the cold. A winter iris, just like the iris from Greek mythology.
She's the messenger goddess. And the goddess of rainbows, too.
That's right. That's why the iris means good news and hope.
Good news. Hey, Uncle. You met Mommy at this shrine, right? When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
What?
When will Uncle be my dad?
That's a really weird sentence to say, Iris. When will Uncle be my dad?
The Okonomiyaki War.
Iris drew it. She must have really enjoyed herself. She even said that she wanted to do it again soon.
Yeah, we should. We'll do it whenever she likes. Maybe even every day.
Well, let's just throw food around every day and then make a mess and have to clean it up.
Oh, you. Every day?
Hitomi, do you want to live together? The three of us?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
People are going to talk.
I don't care about that one bit.
Well then, hypothetically, what if Iris and I were being hunted down by a secret organization?
What a coincidence! Me too! I'm also being hunted down by a secret organization. Kumakura's? Kumakura's.
Well, I'd defend you, of course.
What if they're zombies?
Zombies?
Remember when we went to that haunted house and you were clinging to my arm?
Because it was dark and it came out of nowhere. But fine. I don't care if it's zombies or aliens or whatever else. I will defend you and Iris with my life.
What about Nizit laws?
Thank you. Well then, my answer is yes.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them.
See, like, Rohan, at what point did you know about Hitomi and Iris?
Should be simple, no?
Because originally we thought maybe he was targeting them because Falco was dating Hitomi, but it just turned out to be a coincidence. Now I understand. I understand why Rohan Kumakura wanted these two dead. So Sejima asked Rohan to take Manaka's corpse deep in the mountains where no one would find it. Rohan found out that Hitomi knew about it, but how? We're just going to overlook that. He also found out that Manaka had given birth to a child. If the media got a hold of it, Congressman Sejima would be ruined. And that information would no doubt lead to discovering Manaka's murder. So and Saito would be arrested immediately. That investigation would lead straight to Rohan. Hey, but they're Yakuza. Surely they've gotten their hands in many, many murders already. But Rohan never told So about Hitomi Iris, so he didn't know. So then in the other timeline, when Saito posed as Iris to get So and his attention, he must have really shocked him when he told him that Iris was his daughter. I don't know why not. Maybe he decided it wasn't important enough to mention. He played it close to the chest. Need to know bases only. That way there'd be no loose ends. That's why Rohan hired the assassin Falco, meaning me, to kill Hitomi and Iris.
You got it? I want you on this right away. If you could do it in 2, maybe 3 days, that would be great.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Good luck.
Of course, I couldn't go through with it. If I didn't kill them, someone else would. I was sure of it. I needed a plan. How could I get out of the organization and keep them safe? But I couldn't think of anything. I didn't know what to do. I needed advice. From an old friend. From Boss? Is that why Boss knew that she could trust...
I see.
Trust, Latte with Falco's mind?
I hear some pretty crazy confessions in my line of work, but this one takes the cake. But don't worry, alright? You could have told me you were being attacked by Martians and I still would have believed you.
Well, you wouldn't believe... Well, actually, that's a lie. I didn't tell you about it, but... Didn't quite believe me if I tried to tell you about Niacid laws, now would you? Truth is, Boss and I were both in the same rookie class of police recruits in our 20s. We've been close ever since.
So, can you help me?
I still understand how learning Boss's name ties into the plot. I still think it would have been... Like, I predicted in the last episode that maybe we would use it to show that Saito was in her body, but it just never came up.
I do have one idea.
Huh?
Have you heard of the new investigation department, Abyss? I was put in command there.
So was it her idea to do the whole switcheroo?
The sync machine is normally used to look inside someone's head, but it does have another function.
Oh, so you're the one that really started all this.
You can technically use it to swap bodies.
Swap bodies?
Right. So if we use that...
What do you mean?
I mean, switch bodies with Rohan. The new you will be Rohan, chairman of the Kumakuras. Then you can send out an order. No one lays a finger on Hitomi and Iris.
That was your brilliant plan?
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my
Why don't
body?
you just arrest Rohan or something? Jeez. Dig up the whole... Well, I guess you didn't know about Manaka at the time.
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Get rid of it?
Yeah, say goodbye. You get this new body. You're a big, buff, bald man with a double, triple chin. Wouldn't that be fantastic? And you run the Yakuza.
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and for all.
I mean, she does have a point.
No one will know what really happened. No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's 2 birds with 1 stone, right?
I mean, I guess you do have a point. She made a good point, yeah. And I had no reservations about giving up my body. My body had soaked in so much blood over the years. But then you can't be with Hitomi. Unless Hitomi would like to be with Rohan. I was almost glad to be rid of it. See, boss, but you're basically suggesting that we do another murder, because you're killing Rohan in Falco's body. But I did have a single regret. With my body switch, I couldn't show myself to Hitomi or Iris. I'd never be able to see them again. But I didn't care. As long as they were safe.
Alright. Leave everything to me, Hayato Yagyu.
Well, that's my real name. That was my real name. So that's also why maybe Rohan didn't know Falco's name when he was in his body, and when I asked about his name. It's not that he forgot, he couldn't.
Boss, how did you bring in Rohan Kumakura?
Yeah, how did that work?
I made up some charges and had the cops take him in.
Why did, if you had him taken in, why couldn't you just have arrested him there and then jailed him?
Is that okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine, because he's about to switch bodies.
Peter, what do you say about this?
Alright, Rohan has been put to sleep. He will not be waking up for a while.
Remember, to get your consciousness to fully transfer.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Stay in Somnium for more than 6 minutes. Right.
We're counting on you.
Let us begin. 3, 2, 1.
Ah. So he was imagining killing his dad. That's why we saw the weird fusion body. But no one even mentioned it. No one even mentioned, hey, that's a female body with So's head. No one mentioned it. Oh, so when he switched into Rohan's body, he received Rohan's 1% memory and rebuilt it back and learned about Saito.
Please. Help me. Help me.
My, what a nice new body you have there.
It's me.
Rohan?
Did you forget your own idea?
Does that mean...
It's so weird, his young voice in this body.
I'm Hayato Yagyu. The switch worked. And there's been a breakthrough in the case.
I like how this camera angles because he's like looking down on them because he's so freaking tall.
I know. You don't have to say it.
Regarding the Cyclops serial killings, right?
How did you know?
We can monitor what happens in the Somnium from this room.
Boss Computer explained. There wasn't just one Cyclops killer, there were two. One was Rohan and the other was Saito Sajima. The sync revealed everything.
We should ask him about it.
Good idea. When Rohan wakes up, we'll interrogate him. Huh? What?
How did that happen?
Pewter, where is he?
Great security
How
you
would I
guys have
know?
here.
This is bad.
Hey, which way did Rohan go?
Huh? Rohan's standing
He's
right
right,
there.
he's standing right there.
No, this isn't Rohan.
Yagyu! Where is Yagyu? Where did he go?
Oh, him.
Oh, him.
He just left.
What?
Why didn't you stop him?
What do you mean? He's a detective. He said he wanted to leave, so I opened the door.
Why were you even in here? We never have anyone else in here.
Did I do something wrong?
It would have been funny if this was Kagami.
No, don't tell me.
I shot out of the room like a bullet. I had a bad feeling. An awful, terrible feeling down to the bones. I knew where he was headed. I ran out to the parking lot, got in a car, and floored it. Oh, so that's why Rohan came in with a gun, because at the time, that was Rohan in
Oh, hello. What are you doing here at this hour?
Falco's body.
Such beautiful eyes.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, stop. You're always flattering me. Anyway, come on in. I'll make us some tea.
You bastard!
No! Stop!
Oh, dang, that's so sad.
No.
Stop right there!
Ah, that's why you were there. Should have let her go first. Should have let her go first. So that explains that. So when we did sync with 89, it was already Rohan even during that past sequence of Somnium. That's why it seemed like it was still 89's memory. Helmi had to endure a long, complicated surgery, but she survived. But it came at a price. She was left with a permanent injury. She lost all use of her right hand, thanks to the bullet I fired from my own gun. Oh, that sucks. He must feel awful. And he has this ugly body. I said nothing. I got up and left the hospital room. And I left all my memories with her. So she never learned, obviously. Boss knew about this all along, though. That night, I visited the Kumakura building and called them all together.
Everyone, listen up.
We go clean now. We're all good guys.
Hitomi Sagan and her daughter Iris are untouchable from this day forward.
Is this the birth of Moma becoming an ASEP fan?
If any of you lay a single finger on them, you don't want to know what'll happen to you. Are we clear?
I also keep thinking that he has glasses from his sprite because of the way his eye folds underneath his eye look like from a distance.
Yes, sir!
And this isn't exactly a clean start because he switched into the body of a Yakuza leader. He's not clean. I went to So's mansion by boss's request.
Meet with Saito. Figure out the truth behind the Cyclops murders.
But you're not a detective anymore, you're just a Yakuza figure.
As long as you're like that, I think he'll be more open with you.
Maybe. So I went to the Sejima residence. When I got there, I said I want to meet Saito into the intercom. After a while, the gate opened and Saito himself welcomed me. A young Saito, what does he look like? Oh, you didn't age that much. I guess it's only been 6 years.
What is it you want to talk about?
His shoulders look very broad. Those eye bags under his eyes, though. Hi. Twitchy hand.
How long has it been since we last met?
So, Saito, like, what is it between, you know, us? You know what I'm saying?
That's an odd question.
Humor me.
The first time we met was when I killed Monica, and my father asked you to deal with the body. But we didn't so much as see each other for 12 years after that. Why are you asking me this?
What was the next time we met?
He was pretty forthcoming with this information.
About half a year ago.
And what did I tell you then?
You don't remember?
Remind me.
I remember you showed up rather suddenly. You really want to kill people?
That creepy face of his. That Cheshire smile.
I'll find you targets. Just let me keep the eyes. Then we both get what we want. We'll make good partners. That was your idea. I don't understand why you're asking me.
My idea, was it?
Yes. You told me that you suffer from hemispatial neglect, that you can't recognize the right half of your vision. You always eat the left half of your meals and all that. The same is true of the faces of those you've killed. You can't recognize faces out of your right eye, which means you can only see the right half of their faces. And that's why you pull their right eye.
I'm surprised that when he switched into the body, wouldn't he have also felt that and be like, why can't I see things on the left now?
That's what you told me anyway. Do you have someone in mind?
Let me think. What'll it be? The 5th murder? The 5th Cyclops killer victim?
Hold on. Could you not refer to us like that?
Why not?
Yeah, there's cameras everywhere. People are listening.
I told you, it's very old-fashioned.
But that's our name.
But bro, that's our killer name. That's our pair. Cyclops Killer Bros.
A name you decided. You even sent that letter without my permission. You said it would throw off their investigation. I don't know how effective it was.
So there's no relation to Greek mythology?
What? You mean we didn't actually relate it to Greek mythology, the Cyclops? But I love Greek mythology.
What? Don't ask me. You're the one who came up with it.
Hey, Saito, could you come with me for a bit?
Where are we going?
There's a place I want to take you.
Really? Is it perhaps the police station?
I mean, it's pretty obvious now. You're asking him all these weird questions. It's like... Suddenly, bodyguards rushed out from inside the mansion. They surrounded me before I could react.
What are you doing?
You aren't the real Rohan Kumakura. I could tell as soon as you opened your mouth. Let's get a change of scenery. Fortunately for you, I am interested in hearing you talk.
So it was your idea to swap bodies, but you want the body back. How did that happen?
Mr. Kumakura showed me this place, so it's fitting that this is where you die.
Wait, so... Oh, right, because Kumakura and the Tsujimas owned the land where that chemical plant went off. But then that means the sync machine was there the whole time, and no one bothered to go back and, like, find it? Cuter said it was, like, lost, or, like, they stopped construction on it or something. But how did it get there in the first place?
What a wonderful feeling. The truth serum is working beautifully. Wow. I see. I see.
See, truth serum exists in this game. They could have used it during some of those interrogations, and they wouldn't need to do Somnium. I mean, yeah, it's shady as heck, but they were already drugging people and going into their dreams, so I can't really say it's any different.
You got into that body with the sync machine. Fascinating. I'm intrigued.
Also, I'm pretty sure truth serum doesn't really work the way it does in fiction. But we'll let that slide, I guess.
I want to see it for myself. The prototype sync machine. Where is it? Chiba?
How did he find out about the prototype? Boss told him?
You there. Why don't you go and fetch it for me? Don't worry. I'll pay whatever it costs.
So that's how he got his hands on it. This is a really long narrative. Again, I don't really like it when the game throws so much narrative and backstory and long cutscenes at you at once. Especially stuff that we already had some idea of. I wish it was like, you know, sprinkled here and there in little bits. It's kind of like a welling up of clues and information, and then suddenly it's like, the game's like, well, you should have figured out by now. Well, let's just rephrase everything and tell you the entire story. I mean, I like getting this backstory because it's so freaking weirdly complicated in a way that you kind of need to see it all in sequence, but it just kind of
it looks like preparations
plops
are
it all out on you at the same time.
Let's say you and I get started.
Pluck. This was like... But this was like the first time he ever took out his own eyeball, and he doesn't bat an eyelash at it. He's just like, whatever.
Alright, let's go.
He wasn't even doing the ripping of the eyeballs out of the victims like Rohan was, so you'd think that he wouldn't have experience doing it. Oh. Wait, so that was fast. I thought it was like failing or something. They're like, who do we obey? The one that looks like Master, or the one that acts like Master?
Follow him!
Why did Saito want to switch out? He switched into a damaged body. He switched into a damaged body, and he also lost that quirk of his that he enjoyed, killing people. There was no upside to that switch. You just want to see if it worked? My memories after that were lost in a violent haze. I was forcibly disconnected during the sync. I mean, he did say that when they switched, I guess he, for whatever reason, oh no, I guess both of them got their memories really, really jumbled up at the time. See, here's another plot hole, is that he said that it took him 6 years after this sync to get back his original memory and realize that he wanted his body back and wanted revenge. And yet, I guess, then Saito used the bad sync machine each time he was able to hang on to his entire consciousness and personality without needing that 6-year recovery gap. I mean, that's pretty big. I mean, You take 6 years to recover from this thing, and the second time it happens to you, you just instantly no side effects somehow. Not even like a 3-year lapse or a 1-year lapse or something like that. You just got really good at jumping bodies, I guess. Saito's mind overwhelmed me, only my consciousness was sent over. My memories were left behind in my original brain. I thought I might have some of Saito's memories to cling to, but I never picked them up. How convenient, because that never happened otherwise, to the other people that used the bad sync machine. Maybe because they weren't mine to hold, it felt like reality itself was disappearing. I was confused and lost, like suffering from a permanent hallucination. I could barely feel my feet beneath me walking under the city lights. When I regained my faculties, I found I was in Golden Yokocho. My wandering, with no destination in mind, was interrupted by a woman. See, again, very good coincidence. I mean, you happen to run into, in the entire city of Tokyo, you run into the one person that could help you. Same with the whole, like, Ota driving around town randomly, trying to see if he could find where his van ended up, and he found it at the Okira fishery. Like, doubt. Major doubt.
You're Saito Sejima?
I
guess not.
I don't even remember her saying that to me, because otherwise I would have known that I'm Saito.
Sorry, I just had a feeling. I heard that the prototype machine was stolen, so we lost communication for a whole week.
Who are you?
Just as I thought. You've lost your memory. Alright. From now on, think of me as your boss.
I don't know, at least tell him your real name. Maybe they'll jog his memory.
Boss?
That's right. That's what you'll call me.
Some random lady on the street came up to me and said, "Call me your boss." And she hired me right there on the spot, in Golden Yokocho of all places.
Come with me, to where you belong.
Like, everything's piecing together, but there's still some bits that I'm still
I
kind of
managed
like...
to make a new family register for you. From today on, you have a new name and a new life. As a member of Abyss, the team I run.
You want me to be a police officer?
You were a policeman before, remember? You've already passed the exams. There shouldn't be a problem.
But the new me didn't pass.
That's fine, trust me. It won't be a problem.
The new me? That means at some point in time she told you all about your old past. When did you forget it again?
That congressman knows how to pull strings.
Who?
No one. Never mind.
Wait, so pulled the strings intentionally, knowing that his son's body was hijacked. Unless they made up some lie about, oh, Saito lost his memory, let's give him a new life. You on board with this? I mean, that explains why he didn't like Date every time he saw him. But I mean, he was just grumpy to begin with already, so...
So what's my new name?
And he thought that he was still killing... Did he still think he was killing Saito in Mizuki's ending when he was trying to shoot Mizuki? Because he said something about son and father. Does he think... Did this whole time, did So think that Date actually was Saito?
Kaname Date. I hope you like it.
What? But it's not from Greek mythology.
Kaname Date.
Yep. Nice to meet you, Date.
But she just told me all about my Falco past and now I forgot it. When did that happen? Just convenience? 1 year later, I was called into the control room. Pewter had something to show me.
The official title is AI Ball. You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner.
So like, they managed to apprehend Rohan in Falco's body, but they knew Saito was still out there in Rohan's body, but they weren't able to do anything about it because he was like hospitalized, or at least he didn't know about being Saito up until a couple years ago, and then he regained himself, switched with Shoko, and then seemingly did suicide. Why am I getting all jumbled with my words?
She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Wait, so up till then, for that entire first year, I wasn't getting my oxytocin? Or they were just giving it to me like through injections, and then after that they switched to Aiba giving it to me.
How are you feeling? Your head clearing up?
Again, little plot holes that they don't really explain, that maybe they thought they didn't need to explain. But my head is like, must concentrate. Fill in every single detail.
I've been waiting. I really want you to enjoy this show. I need you to see it clearly. Awake. Looking at it.
I know we're going to use Aiba's self-destruct here. I just know it. We have to do it. There's a reason why we talked about it. Hi. Counterattack. Let's ask him some questions. He seems talkative.
What are you doing? Follow him!
Just left him sitting there. Like, why did you do this exchange?
After the sink 6 years ago, I became a parasite in Rohan's body. But I was broken.
Like, you just wanted to try it. You're like, hey, cool. I can switch bodies with people. Let's try it on this guy. I just beat up and his body's all ruined. Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by. We're on the true ending of the Somnium Files.
The sink only sent data to my brain piece by piece. But that error did allow me to escape prison.
No! Stop!
It was Rohan who was accused of injuring Hitomi. Naturally, I went to trial, being the one inside Rohan's body at the time, for a violation of firearms law and attempted murder. However,
prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder, but it was determined that he was insane at the time. Anyway, they decided to keep him in a special hospital.
Stop right there!
"6 years ago, Rohan, in Falco's body, visited Hitomi's house and tried to kill her. But that didn't go very well. He was arrested by the police. He was sent to trial and sentenced to life in prison. It only makes sense. Falco was an assassin responsible for countless murders. The title assassin makes it sound so clean and professional, doesn't it? But he was a murderer. A serial killer. Life in prison was a light sentence as far as I'm concerned.
That's fair.
You deserved far worse. Consider yourself lucky. You would know more about that than me, or do you not remember? You've been using other men's names for so long you don't even know your own.
It's Yagyu. Hayato Yagyu.
Yes, that's right. You're a Japanese native who worked as a police officer. Imagine a police officer being a serial killer. I don't think the public would react kindly to that if they found out. Heads would roll. Departments would fold. There would be shameful suicides. So your superiors decided that erasing every record of your existence was the preferable option. Hayato Yagyu ceased to exist. And Falco, the anonymous assassin, was sent to prison, where he was known as Number 89, fitting for a man with no name.
Counterattack time, now that we're done talking. Thank you for talking to me, Saito. Very nice. Saito is off guard. No, he's not. I might be able to make a move. No, I can't. I tried to sweep Saito's feet, but then that didn't work. Oh, he was so off guard.
You have a choice. Iris and Hitomi. Die before these two or after. I would of course prefer that you choose the latter. It would be quite a lonely affair with no one watching. So, what do you want to do? I'll give you to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Do I actually get to make the choice and make either a dead end ending or a real ending? Oh, MoMA!
No, wait!
Yeah, I knew MoMA was my best friend! I knew he was awesome! No, MoMA! MoMA!
Damn.
How come you can't shoot for heck when we're fighting an army of gangsters, and yet you come in here, like, dang.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
MoMA! I kept joking that he's like my best bud and most dependable ally. I didn't think you'd actually come in. Is everyone gonna come to my rescue? Is like Oda gonna burst down the door next or something? Like, oh man.
Are you really Date?
For heck, you know what? Who do we need? Mama. We need Mama to burst through the door. No, she needs to like do the thing during the other cutscene where we phoned her and told her there were naked men outside, and then she bursts open the door and smacks on with it or something.
Yeah.
How did you figure this all out? Who told you everything?
How'd you know? Someone called Aiba told me about it.
See, Aiba was like, you know who I should call? Do you know who's the most dependable ally we've made so far in this entire game? MoMA.
It was weird. It was kind of like eavesdropping.
Aiba.
Where is she? I don't see her anywhere.
Well, she's kind of in the eyeball of the guy you chased off.
Inside his left eye socket.
What's wrong? Sorry, but bastard got me. Take this.
Yeah, MoMA's the true protagonist of this game. Yeah, give me your gun.
Do it!
Every other time I asked you to give me a gun, you didn't give me a gun. You gave me something else, like a GPS chip or something.
Tessa and her mom are in danger, right?
Oh yeah, he's the true ASET fan.
Please, save them.
That's how Aiba got him. Hey, Tessa's in danger. Come here. I gave a firm nod and gripped the gun, following after Saito. Thanks, MoMA. Best friend, man. You're awesome. MoMA is really, seriously, MoMA of all people. Ha! Oh.
Iris!
Date, do you like fireworks? I love them. A brilliant, glimmering fragment of time. The flash begins as a perfectly ordered chemical reaction that melts into chaos. Human lives are the same, are they not? As is the universe itself.
Damn it! I can't get him in my sights.
Yeah, you only have one eye,
I can't
unfortunately.
get any help from Aiba.
Blooming, scattering in the moment, and it's only a single moment, isn't it? A unique moment that you can never revisit. That's what makes life beautiful. Don't you think so?
Should I just risk it? But if I miss, I'll hit Iris.
But I've spoken enough. It's showtime. I will show you the most beautiful fireworks you've ever seen. The scattering of the cerebral plasma, the splattering blood. It's art. Perfect, beautiful art of a lonely moment in time. Don't blink. I want this to burn into your retinas.
Well, technically, I only have one retina now, thanks to you.
Well, the one you have left.
Yeah, see?
Damn it! What do I do? What do I do?
Make Aiba explode! Oh! Mizuki!
Mizuki!
I forgot about you.
You bastard! What do you think you're doing to Iris?
Does she think that's actually Date? Like, no hesitation at all?
Wait, Mizuki!
No! At least Oda didn't get to go do anything cool, I guess. Is Boss gonna come in next? Yeah, give it that fight scene. Yeah, mano a mano. No guns. Fists only. Yeah. That was like a law punching Gana belt punch. Yeah, geez, Mizuki, like, how did Date, or how did Saito in Date's body survive or be able to fight back with that? Yeah, this is a great secret hideout. Everyone's finding it. Thanks for joining me on the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
No, I can't find him anywhere.
Wait, what do you mean you can't find him? I just knocked him clean.
Where the hell is he?
What do you mean? You guys suck at your jobs. Do you all know about me?
Some girl named Aiba told me to come.
I keep forgetting that no one knows who Aiba is.
I heard everything.
About the mind swapping, too. I heard it too. From Saito. Uncle, it's really you, right?
Yeah, of course.
Let's just, you know, stand around talking.
If I didn't come, who would?
Oh, but don't flatter yourself, Date. We didn't come here for you. We're here to save Iris and Hitomi.
Right. Got it.
Mizuki's like, oh, it was cathartic to beat the crap out of your original your other body that I know you as with metal pipe.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Go save my mom.
Iris is holding up Mizuki. I kind of forgot that Hitomi's also around here. I was like, what? The danger's over.
I'm fine. This is nothing.
Yeah, dang, Mizuki, you lost both of your parents, gone through all this trauma, and yet you come in here, guns blazing, and take a shot to the leg? Man.
Stop worrying about me and go get that guy.
And you're 12. Okay, now what do I do? Oh. I can't think of him now. Well, what do I do? Am I just supposed to look around?
I heard footsteps earlier, like someone going up the stairs.
To the top floor.
You up here? Scaffold? Why is the scaffold still green? Oh, pff. I was looking too high up, and I was like, I didn't even think to look here. He's just watching us. He's just like looking down, and he's like, "Bruh, are those guys just talking? Are they done yet?"
Date!
Hitomi?
Hitomi!
So here's the weird conundrum. At the end of this game, do I get to keep my original body, and do I end up with Hitomi, or do I end up with Iris? Probably Hitomi, but like all the weird events in this game make it feel like you're supposed to ship Date with Iris, which is weird as heck. You know I don't like Iris, so... Rushing up the stairs, step after step, until they blur together. When I reach the top floor, a sight I will never forget greeted my eye. Use the exploding Aiba thing. Use the exploding Aiba. Can't she, like, just shock you anyways? I know you're, like, Aiba's, like, short-circuited, but... Wait, why'd you all come with me? This is a bad idea.
Mom! Iris!
It seems I have an even bigger audience now. That's fine. Having more spectators will be a treat for us all. You all want to see, don't you? The fireworks?
You shut up. You're an awful serial killer. You've been bested by a bunch of kids in a random MoMA.
Oh. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's very kind of Saito. He waited for everyone to get up here, including Mizuki, to limp up the stairs. So nice. It's like he lets us finish all our conversations, and he tells us all the backstory. He's so patient, man. No one in this game is more patient than Saito.
So you don't want to see the fireworks? Fine. Let's do this then. Date, drop your weapon. I promise I'll put the fireworks on hold. I'll even release this woman.
He's lying, Date!
Don't do it!
Throw down your gun, Date.
Make Aiba explode.
I see. You don't intend to take me up on my generous proposal?
Date!
You want to shoot me, is that it? Then do it. But you only get one shot. You have to kill me with one bullet. If you don't, the fireworks show will begin in earnest. And I will blow this woman's brains into the sky. What will it be, Date? What will you do?
Where's the question? Here? That's also a thing I don't like about this game. They'll ask me a question, but then you have to click on the person to give the answer. I kind of want to see what happens if I pull the trigger, but I don't want the same thing with the other route where I make the wrong choice to get the dead end intentionally, and then they make me watch the cutscene all over again. Okay, make Iris... I keep saying Iris. Make Aiba explode.
Done. However, you aren't out of the woods
Cooler
yet.
heads prevail.
You have to throw your gun down, remember? You have 1 minute. If that weapon is still in your hands, I'll start the fireworks.
See, look how generous he is. 1 minute? Man, look at this guy. He's not like, I'll give you till the count of 3 or give you to the count of 10. He's like, yeah, I'll give you a full minute. You know, time to make up your minds. No worries. 1 minute. I'm patient. Saito.
And one more thing. If any of you move, I'll skip down to 0. Let's begin. Ready?
But Saito,
59, 58.
How can I throw down my weapon if I'm not allowed to move? You've created a paradox.
Date, look! It's that girl I told you about!
Wait, look, we're moving though. Date, look over here. Let's do the thing he told us not to do and move. He can't see that I'm holding a phone from this distance. He could think I'm pulling out something else.
Aiba.
Date, I do not have much time. Listen carefully. As I mentioned previously, I cannot escape this body. The surge of electricity shorted out my circuits. I cannot administer a paralyzing electric shock either.
Blow her up.
Gehowever, there is another
You're entirely backed up. All you need to do is phone Pewter and tell him to stop doing his thing.
Huh?
self-destruct.
Now geez, Pewter, of all our allies, you couldn't be helpful in the end either. I mean, this would be emotional if...
Let us determine a code number.
If Aiba blowing herself up didn't give us a backup, right? But I guess they want everyone to have a happy ending, so...
Command 41205.
Well, thank you for reminding me the number, because I did not remember that.
If you issue this command, I will detonate.
No, that's still too dangerous. The number will be the first lock. If I give you the second command within 1 minute of the first...
How convenient, we have 1 minute exactly.
What is the second command?
How about if I tell a lie?
A lie?
Something that's not the truth.
I hate porno mags! Well, that can't be the truth. I guess I have to blow up now.
If I say something untrue, I want you to regard it as the second command.
Don't tell me that's actually going to be the
Is your
lie,
data
though.
stored in the cloud?
Don't tell me that's actually going to be the lie, though. This is not the time to pull out the stupid porno mag joke.
Unfortunately, that data has all been deleted.
Oh, so it is emotional. That your cloud has already been deleted.
I'm speaking to you using only local data.
Oh, so this is sad.
Then, if your body is destroyed...
Correct. I will be destroyed as well.
10, 9...
Wait, we spent so much time just talking about that. We had a full minute.
Say it, Date.
6, 5...
How am I gonna execute the order, call out all 5 of those numbers, and then say a lie in 5 seconds?
Date, command.
2, 1...
412, oh, I hate porno mags! Quickly, quickly! Did he skip the number 3? Jeez, Saito, you're so patient. You skipped one number. How impatient of you.
You are even more of an idiot than I thought. Do I look like the kind of man who keeps his promises? Now you get to see 5 fireworks. If you didn't drop your gun, it would have only been 1. You understand? After I dispose of this woman, I will pop their heads as well. I can't believe you did that.
I can't believe we smacked you outside the head with a metal bar and you fell and we punched you into oblivion and you're still perfectly fine.
Fortunately for you, you won't have long to regret it. Yes. Yes. The burning in your eye. I see it now. Watch. Eyes open. Watch this woman die. See her brain burn like fireworks.
Look how patient he is. He's telling us everything. Talking, giving us a chance.
Iba, can you hear me?
Yes,
We don't have a choice.
I know.
Command 41205.
Okay, Date.
See, look, Saito's giving us the time to do all this. Look at him. Please do not for the love of God, say you hate porno mags. Do not, for the love of God, say that you hate porno mags and make that your lie. Do not ruin this moment, Date. I like her little bear form, it's cute.
Hey,
thanks for joining us on the stream.
I hate you, Iba.
Oh god, I was so afraid. I was so afraid that he was going to do the porno mag joke. I was so afraid. When he said I hate, and then I was like,
I hate you, and I never want to see you again.
aw, this is an emotional way of putting the lie into his goodbye. Dang it. Good, you didn't ruin the moment though. I would have been very mad at you.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
I kind of want... I know this is going to sound horrible. I kind of want Iba to die because this is so emotional. I feel like it has to be an equally emotional payoff for her to remain gone. But then I want the happy ending. Like, I want her to survive, and I'm sure they'll pull something out like, oh, maybe there was special backup data somewhere else. But at the same time, like, it kind of sucks when someone sacrifices himself and it's super emotional, and then it turns out that it was all for nothing. And then they pull off the joke of like, haha, you were so worried about me, but I was fine. Anyways, I'm ruining the moment. Let's watch Saito's head go pop. Let's see some real fireworks.
Be seeing you.
He's been so patient. What fitting final words. Oh, I did not think we would see that. That was not censored. Yeah, that was pretty graphic. First we saw So getting shot in the head, and then we saw the explosion. Like, they censored Iris getting sawed in half, but they couldn't censor this? Where did they draw the line? Zero Time Dilemma had tons of censors. Clever off-screen censors. And the emotional payoff here is that only Date knows about who Iba was. No one else knew her, so they don't feel
Has Iba always been in
as
your
sad.
life? Why didn't you tell me?
I thought you'd be jealous.
Yeah, it's a good thing his finger wasn't on the trigger, because otherwise he might have like pulled it right as his head exploded.
So much, Uncle.
No, don't thank me. Thank my partner.
Mr. Falco. It is you, Falco. Right?
Moma! Let's use this 24-year-old child who looks like a 12-year-old as a crutch.
You shouldn't call me that. I am Kaname Date, MPD, Special Investigation Team Abyss.
Moma, true
Sinker.
MVP. I still can't believe Pewter never helped us in the end. He was bad guy all till the end, unknowingly so, but still. You couldn't let like Boss barge in here and look cool either? Come on. Momo's the only character you actually liked in this game. He redeemed himself. He was a weird idol fan, but he redeemed himself. Three months later. Yeah, we saw that.
Uncle, your left eye.
Oh, this? It's just a prosthetic. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, good.
These are kind of... Do you like my new body? That's kind of a weird question. How are you?
As you can see, I'm great. Hop, hop. Kangaroo goes hop.
Wait, 3 months later? She had the brain tumor that was supposed to kill her in 1 month, so how did we get the money?
I'm glad the surgery went well.
Yeah. The nanomachines went pew pew and bzz bzz and got rid of all the tumors.
Was it because Mizuki like inherited Renju's company and then used the money or something?
At least, that's what I think they sound like. Anyway, everything is fine now.
Yeah, I see you still haven't taken off your cat ears.
The doctor even said I can dance again.
That's the most important thing.
All thanks to the boss.
Oh.
She paid for the treatment. Can you believe it?
So it was that easy all along. That's not exactly true. It was Mizuki, I bet. Boss didn't pay out of her pocket. It was a confidential transfer of funds from the main office. Iris knows everything about the original and new Cyclops serial killings now. Not just her, Hitomi, Mizuki, Oda, Moma. They all know. So did So pay for it? Because he was like, I don't want any of this to get out. Higher-ups were willing to do anything to keep it from getting out. Oh, so it wasn't even him. It was just the corrupt police paid for our surgery. Yay! We're using corrupt money that they didn't tell anyone about. Yay! So in return for her silence, they agreed to pay for Iris's treatment. Yeah, tax dollars, everyone. I mean, good that we saved her, but you could have just said Mizuki used her inheritance money or something. It was probably a pittance for Renju.
Maybe I owe it to the shrine. I feel like I ate the fruit of immortality.
So does that mean they're like, would they be willing to pay off, I don't know, Oda and Moma and Mizuki, and do we all get a share of the money too? You know, just saying. Just saying. What are they gonna do? Put the tumor back? Hey, you spilled the beans. Come here, we're gonna put the tumor back in your brain.
In a dream somewhere.
Then I guess you're immortal, huh?
We'll see 50 years from now. The way you are now is more familiar for me anyway, so... My old uncle is back, you know? Besides, I don't care what you look like. You're always uncle to me. Isn't that how it should be? To judge by our hearts and not by our appearance?
So I'm really that ugly, huh?
No. It's a rugged kind of handsome. Because of the memories.
The music for this shrine area is so calming and nice.
I wanted to come here with Uncle again.
But I'm kind of sick of hearing it too because we spent so much time in here having really long conversations in the game.
Ratty cake, baker's man.
I don't need to see this scene again, thank you very much.
Hide it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Hey, I still don't have the answer to my question.
What question?
When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
Oh, she's gonna say the awkward line again.
When will Uncle be my dad?
When will Uncle be my dad? What a great quote, Iris. I turned away without answering. That's a weird question to ask, Iris. Couldn't you have phrased it better? I said. I stared out into the distance and something caught my eye. Winter irises in full bloom. Wait, it was in November. 3 months from now, it's still February. How come there's no snow?
Going.
Where's all the snow? There should be snow everywhere. Well, I don't know what it's like in Japan, I guess.
Yeah, we still have a lot of people to see.
Yesterday, Iris was discharged from the hospital. Iris said that she wanted to see everyone who visited her. Did Moma visit her? That'd be cute. She's a little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised I'd take her.
We also have to get home. Shovel Forge.
You're still on about that? At least you're not asking me for a date anymore. Because you realize that'd be weird.
If you try it, I'm leaving.
I'm kidding. But we do have a date, don't we?
We don't have a date. We have a date. Ha 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 ha.
The date we had 3 months ago isn't over yet.
You're still going on about this.
So let's go.
Yeah, so first you say you want your uncle to become your dad, and then you want to date your uncle. Thank you, Iris. Thank you. Oh geez, I have to go everywhere. Sejima residence. Do we get to see So? Okay, let's start with the weird ones. Get those out of the way. Like, how much did So know? We don't know anymore. I left Iris in the car. I figured that she didn't want to see him. That is true. She now knows about him and her relationship. I parked the car a little ways down. She doesn't know that I'm here. What do you mean she doesn't know? You just left her there and you're like, I'm gonna run an errand.
I see your face has improved. This one doesn't make me so angry.
Because it's not his son's face, I guess. I don't know who told him, but he's must know about the Switch.
What did you come here for?
I want to ask you something.
Yeah, I went to go pick up some milk, Iris. Just stay here. Thanks for joining us here on the stream. Wait, why would I ask him, why are you here? This is his house. So, why are you here at your own house of residence?
That's a strange question to ask a man in his own home.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Oh.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed. 18 years ago.
Oh, by the way, did I tell you that I have my secret tape recorder on me? What did you just say?
And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai. That was my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse is 3 years. I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin.
But you did not get along with your son.
Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code?
But I guess you just didn't want that reputation on your family because you're a politician.
Relatives of those who have committed crimes cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
That's oddly specific.
That's ridiculous.
I agree.
I agree.
If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
Oh, you're not a congressman anymore.
That's right. You're not a politician anymore. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Good.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore.
Why do you look so smug about it?
Retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
I mean, you are rich, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Be careful, So. There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you. People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's none of your concern. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Oh geez, I still have... How long is this epilogue? See, there's still loose ends. Do I just find out all these loose ends just by going around and talking to people now that it's no longer relevant? Is this going to answer all the plot loopholes I've been picking at?
I've been studying for the past 3 months. I've learned a lot about the explosion of the chemical plant in Kawasaki. It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
As you know, my son Saito was abnormal, with all of the awful things that my son did. I used my money to cover it up, but that got increasingly expensive, you see. One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
Dad, I thought of a plan. A foolproof plan to make us rich.
The chemical plant explosion plan. To help ensure that the casino in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
It was Saito's idea.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind. But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely.
I still can't believe they didn't really age him down at all. Like So Sejima in this cutscene. They could have at least given his hair like more color or something. It makes his relationship with Monica even more icky.
As soon as he drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in him. In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
Three months ago, 9:02 p.m. on Friday, Choko's body was found. So called her burner phone. I asked him why.
Do you recall the conversation we had? That my secretary got a call from number 89? That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this. A woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years ago. Contact her.
And you called her phone?
Yes.
Wait, why did that happen? Okay, so 89 was Rohan at the time. Rohan called So, having no knowledge of Saito's plan.
I can't say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived.
Right, Shoko met with 89 in prison. Was she meeting with Rohan, or was she meeting with what she thought was Falco?
I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
At the time, Rohan was in the body of 89. Maybe Rohan realized it when Shoko came to visit the prison. Wait, but how did she know anything? That it was really Saito inside Shoko's body. Oh no, you're right. I forgot, that wasn't Shoko at the time. Yeah, that guy has an unlimited amount of fish food in his hand he's just spewing out there. That's what he meant by realized everything. But then how did Saito didn't time it so that 89 would tell So to phone at exactly that time. It just was coincidence. Rohan needed to speak with Saito again, but he couldn't, not from inside Fuchu prison. Instead he called up So and had him do it. Maybe he thought he can get Saito to visit again. Well, that doesn't really answer the question. 6 years ago, my mind was implanted into the body of Saito. That was the fastest sync ever. It was supposed to be greater than 6 minutes, though. Why did Saito even do the switch in the first place? I still don't understand. There was no benefit to this switch. He just wanted to play with a new toy. I lost my memory and ended up wandering the streets until Boss found me. She hired me at Abyss and gave me the name Kanamidate. So, Saito's father never even put out a missing persons report on his son. Why?
Because of the woman you call boss. 6 years ago, she came to me and explained the whole thing.
So, hey, about your son, you know, we kind of got him... I mean, he kind of got himself into this, but, you know, there's, you know, body swapping. Have you heard of that?
You know about the Cyclops serial killings? The culprit is your son, Saito Sejima. But you already knew that, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something.
So he really did think that Date was Saito this whole time? And that he thought he was investigating him for stuff? That doesn't really check out either.
Do we have a deal?
And plus, anyone who would have known Saito would have seen Date and been like, yo, they're the same. Like, none of the bodyguards ever said anything. They were probably ordered not to, but I can't see any... Like, there were so many of them. Someone must have slipped up, right? But no.
I didn't have much of a choice, of course. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over. Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place. She was practically doing me a favor. So, of course, I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for me.
So that's how he got leverage on the police department. And came back to bite us in the butt.
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
No reason.
No reason. That's me. Goodbye, so nice knowing you.
Well, I'll be seeing you, so.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We parted without saying goodbye.
Oh, damn. I left Iris waiting. She might be angry.
Yeah, Iris has been there the whole time.
Gotta get back to her soon.
Where should we go next? Let's go to Marble, because I feel like Mama is kind of one of the well, not least important, but she's one of the less important NPCs we need to touch base with. Oh look, a bodyguard.
Date, honey! Who is this?
Have I not introduced her before?
I'm Iris Sagan. Nice to meet you.
Plus, the whole, like, parallel universe jumping thing was never really explained either. Am I just supposed to extrapolate that from Zero Escape and just be like, oh yeah, they're doing the thing from Zero Escape? But what if I never played Zero Escape?
I'm a net idol from Lemniscape.
I am a VTuber.
A virgin?
Mama, please.
I'm just saying, sweetie. You look like you don't know a lot of men.
And what about you, Mama?
Me? I'm a fairy godmother, honey, because I associate with fairies and am an older, motherly woman. Wait a minute. Who are you calling old?
You are.
What's this guy doing here? You.
You're So's bodyguard.
I really hope that we get to touch base with Kagami.
Who are yous?
Alright, he wouldn't recognize his face.
Don't matter. Talking about So? Quit that gig a long time ago.
You quit?
Yeah. That guy fucking sucks.
Yeah, he does.
I punched him in the face and quit.
Nice! You're the real hero.
You're drunk, aren't you?
I'm not drunk.
From the look of you, you're pretty good at hiding it.
Mama! Tits! Whoops. I meant tip. I got a big tip. If he gives me one more drinky.
I can't believe we get to catch up with the generic nameless bodyguard.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No. No.
Oh, you're lucky I'm in a good mood. Fine. One more round, okay?
Yay!
What was that sound that came out of your mouth? Speaking of which, our case note files. So, Saito was one of these. And then Falco, or the real Falco, was this one. So he's 42. Wait, didn't we update Date A? How come it said we got Date A at the end of the other Somnium, but I don't see it updated here as new? I mean, it must have been Saito A that we got. Maybe it was a typo. Yeah, dislikes zombies. Lame. Hey, Mama, what's up?
This? It's not bonito.
Then what is it?
Part of the man who cheated on me. I chopped him up and dried and smoked the flesh.
You've been calling it a bonito this whole time, huh?
You're joking, right?
Am I? As you can see, I'm a little tight, honey.
How could I see that?
You want to?
I do. I want to see.
No.
Do you even know what she's referring to?
Huh?
So this was... There's no point in coming
I
here.
can't say much. The public thinks our Ren killed Shoko. And then number 89 busted out of jail and killed Ren. And then he goes and commits suicide by blowing up his own head. That's what all the news reports have been saying. I know there's more to it than that, but...
Saito, Sejima, and his body are both gone forever. The body I was in for the past 6 years, but the head office would never admit that publicly. Because at the time, the body was thought to be that of Detective Kaname Date. So they tweaked things a little bit and pinned everything on 89. I mean, if Mama knows that story, but surely Mama knows about the body swap thing, right? Because she knows that we're Date, so... Said that he committed suicide at the old factory. Only Kaname Date managed to survive. That's how they wrote it. That's not the truth. And we know that. How much does Mama know?
Spare me, honey. I don't want to hear it.
Like, she doesn't need to know the whole truth, but at the same time, surely she must be like, well, it's kind of weird that your body's different now, Date, but you know.
If I hear the truth, I'm only gonna have more questions. There are a lot of things that don't quite add up. Date's face, for one thing.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I've always looked like this.
Looking exactly like number 89?
Wait, they released his appearance? I thought they only pinned it on 89 because no one knew what he looked like.
They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion.
My face got hurt so bad that I aged like 12 years and changed my entire facial structure.
They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your face turned out like that by chance.
What? Really? That's the story they gave them? We have to reconstruct this person's face. I know, let's just make it look just like that guy that died. Hey, let's use pieces of his face too.
That's what happened, right? Tell me it is. If it's anything more complicated than that, I will lose my mind.
Sure, you believe that. Bye, Mama.
We should head out.
Yeah.
Oh, leaving so soon?
Don't worry, I'll be back as long as you have information for me.
Oh, enough work. You should come in sometime for pleasure, honey.
Sure, Mama. See you soon.
Where should we go next? Moma. Oda. This one's probably Mizuki. This one's Hitomi. Is this one just talking with Iris more? Okay, let's go see Moma. Our pal Moma. We'll even bring Iris so he can meet her. What a good guy, Moma. Real hero.
Date, let me tell you something. God exists. When Tessa was in the hospital, I prayed to this shrine every day.
Were you praying to the shrine, or were you praying to the Aset figure inside your safe behind it?
And guess what? My prayers worked. God must have been listening.
Are you crying?
No, dumbass. I don't cry. I don't...
Yeah, you're crying.
I like how even his flunky is still in the room to watch all this unfold.
Thank you, God. Thank you for saving Tessa. Anyway, what are you doing here?
Someone wanted to see you when she left the hospital.
Tessa, you didn't have to come see me.
I really wanted to see you.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, of course. I am here.
Is the other guy here? Oh, hi. You alright?
Do I look alright?
It'd be funny if they both became Aset fans too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard you got plastic surgery. You look better than before. It suits you.
Thanks, man. The fat one. The fat one. Hey, man. Your clothes, are you wearing the right size?
Shut up! None of your business! Lost a lot of weight, okay?
You look like you're dying.
I'm not!
You really should see a doctor.
Oh, Tessa. Believe it or not, I am a doctor.
What? Wait, you're the underground doctor? No way.
Seriously?
Yeah, he doesn't look like it, but he really is a doctor.
They come to me when they don't want to go to a real hospital.
You're the doctor?
So...
Yeah, he's our mob doctor.
Why would I tell you?
I want to know too.
I'll tell you. My name is Yogano.
I think my archives already told me his name.
He lost all that weight because of a girl.
Boss?
Yeah, some nurse at Central. Nasu, I think.
The random nurse that we met once. Ugano, he has a medical license? Yeah, what the heck? That's the biggest plot twist of this game. Wait, wedding? What's wedding?
Injury?
You got shot 3 months ago.
That was just a scratch. Didn't even hurt. I'm all good now. Don't talk to me about that guy anymore. I know he was a murderer, a real piece of shit. But we were brothers. I can't be mad at him no matter how much he deserves it. But I can't just forgive him either, you know?
Oh, wow, you really thought about this
So I
too,
figure,
Boba.
fuck it. It's better to just forget about him.
That's actually kind of mature of you, Moma. Good on you. What's this wedding about?
Wedding.
Dress!
Oh.
Bless! Tessa!
I should have known.
Imaging.
Press! Process! Tessa!
Oh, jeez.
Crime.
Redress, transgress, Tessa!
So it's Tessa now instead of Aset? They're just going with her other name?
The Net Idol Superstar!
Tessa!
Aset, you bet!
Wow! That's really cool!
Wow, you learned so many, you have so many more catchphrases now. It's kind of weird too because, okay, if you're going to create an online persona for yourself, this is just my opinion, it's very important you keep a consistent name. Like, that's why I use the same username more or less everywhere. So it's easy to recognize me. But then she's like Iris, and then she's Aset, and then she's Tessa. That's just confusing.
What did you do to these guys?
Just a little propaganda. Sun up to sundown, I made him watch your videos, Tessa.
Oh, jeez.
They got addicted!
Tessa! I'm so honored to meet you. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
You bastard! What makes you think you're good enough to touch her hand?
It's fine, it's just a handshake.
Yes!
The fat one ran up to her, and with a look of awe in his eyes, slowly took her hand.
So soft.
He shouted out in joy. Weirdo. Oh, gosh.
What?
He fainted.
Too much excitement, I guess.
Jeez, Tessa's a force to be reckoned with. Okay, no, I don't want to leave yet. Well, you have nothing else to say? That's it? I don't really want to talk to you, actually. Well, fine. What do you think of MoMA?
Mr. Kumakura? I think he's really nice.
Of course I am.
About that ring.
I won't give it to you.
Okay, bye, MoMA.
Anyway, sorry to bother you, MoMA.
Date, wait! Before you go, I have one favor to ask.
Oh boy, here it comes.
This is hard for me to get out.
Oh, jeez.
but,
Is it gonna be another one of these scenes where he asks a favor, and then I make it weird and perverted, and then someone hits me?
Yeah, spare me. You want to see Iris's panties, right?
Panties? I never asked for something like that.
Then what do you want?
Puff Puff.
I'm sorry?
I want Tessa to puff me. You know what I'm saying? Just shove my face in there. Just.
MoMA, stop saying these things. You're making me like you less every time, just like Date.
Are you kidding me?
Puff.
You know what? Fine, I'll ask.
Date, you're a real friend.
You're the best bro I have in this game, I guess, MoMA. Pervs gotta stick together.
All right, close your eyes.
Isn't this weird though, Date? I mean, you're probably gonna play some trick on him, but like, Iris is like your daughter in a way, right? And have this weirdo fantasizing about her. I don't know, man.
Yeah, like this?
Good, yeah. Stay still. Do not open your eyes, okay?
We're just gonna leave.
Promise.
You ready?
Yes!
Okay, let's do it.
Well, what's it gonna be?
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Date! I've never felt so alive! All these shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment!
Okay, I'll say this is a very good prank. This is a very good prank.
Boss?
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
This is amazing! I am living!
See, I'll say this joke made me chuckle. Like, this is, like, the one pervy joke in the game that kind of makes me chuckle. Okay, bye, MoMA. Let's work our way up the list. Is this what the Final Fantasy XIV and Dragon Quest event meant by collab quest meant by Puff Puff? I certainly hope not. Oh, wait, no, I forgot what that quest was. Yeah, that quest ends with a bunch of like.
Your surgery went well.
That's the quest that ends with a bunch of like the pink girls, and then they pull out the little fluffy sheep on you, and they make it sound all pervy. I totally forgot about that. I did the collab event like when it first came out, like during A Realm Reborn.
Ota told me all about it. I'm so happy for you.
Oh, so this one's Mayumi, and then maybe Lemon Escape is Oda.
Thank you.
Why is the nurse here? Oh, did you get treated for your dementia or something?
Oh,
I'm close friends with Ota, ma'am.
Is that right? Thank you for taking care of my boy.
Hello, nurse.
You're the nurse from Central Hospital.
Well, yes. Have we met?
Even all these nameless NPCs are coming out of the woodwork. That's right, my face is different from when we met.
Why are you here?
I came to deliver Mayumi's medication. The pharmacist sent me. I belong to the Association of Nurse Actresses.
Nurse actresses?
I got a call from my director this morning. They're giving me more lines. I used to have a bit part during the opening scene, but now I have lines at the end too. I'm really happy about that. That's wonderful, sweetie.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Hanayo Nasu.
Why are we like getting all the names of the random NPCs at the end of the game?
It will be Hanayo Yogano next month.
Oh, because you told us the name of the Yakuza guy.
You're getting married? Yes. That is so wonderful. Thank you.
Don't tell me.
It's so weird subplots.
Seriously?
Surprisingly good together, okay. Nice achievement.
It's doing great thanks to you. The lunch rush is always crazy. My husband and I are working hard. We never get any time to rest.
Your husband and you. That's so sad. Mayumi suffers from a brain dysfunction. Yes, I know that. I learned about it just before the incident 3 months ago. Yes, I know that. Matsushita Diner was actually closed up and her husband has already passed away. Unfortunately, it turned out that even the most advanced medical technology couldn't cure her dementia. But her medicine helps her manage the symptoms. It's a little odd, but it brings Mayumi happiness. To her husband is still alive and her diner is still in business. Oh man. I never imagined I would feel so much for Mayumi, considering that she was like a side character that didn't see any use until we did Oda's route, and suddenly it was like all this sad backstory. Okay, yes, we know that we switched bodies. You don't have to keep reminding me. She did ask me who I was after all, but even if I was in my old body, she might have still asked the same thing. But she does remember Iris. Is that because she's Oda's friend?
I visited her in the hospital Oda brought me.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so charmed by her.
No, stop. You're making me blush.
I had no idea she was such a nice girl.
You thought I was a witch or something before, right?
Don't remind me. I was so awful to you. But now I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Oda, you better stay away from my daughter.
Oda? That boy is a handful of trouble, I tell you.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's right. Ota can be really heroic and brave when the time calls for it.
Fine, I'll give him that. Of course, 99% of life is not when the time calls for it.
Oh, you're praising my boy. Maybe I should give you a meal on the house.
Yes. Give me omelet rice.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, goodbye.
Thank you for helping my son. He needs friends like you.
Aw, Mayumi. I was told that during the Mayumi Somnium, some of the autographs you can examine if you... Obviously I didn't because I was on time limit, but the references to other games by Uchikoshi.
That's an autograph from Yankichi Cinema.
Okay, seriously, who is that?
But again, like when games reference older games in the series, when they have a long history and they're well known, like Final Fantasy or even Tales of, or Capcom games, it's easy to draw upon this, but like, I only know about the Zero Escape games from Uchikoshi, and outside of Zero Escape and this game, I mean, he's worked on other games, but not like any huge ones, and not that many. So I don't think there'd be that many good Easter eggs that really would make people happy, and I don't know, the Easter eggs are nice and I guess charming, but it's not like, whoa, look, there's the name from this game. It's not like exciting enough to me, even if I knew what it was. So this one's probably Mizuki, but it could be Oda. It's probably Mizuki because the mermaid girls will be there.
I am seriously so happy for you, Tessa.
Never mind, it's Oda.
It's thanks to you, Oda. If you didn't help me back then.
No, really. I didn't do much. I just risked my life to save you.
Plus, in this route, that means that Oda never really made up with Mayumi like they did in Oda's route, because I was on the other side of the flowchart. It's kind of sad to think that it didn't actually happen, but maybe I'd like to think that maybe something happened between the two of them.
It's a total exaggeration to say that I'm literally responsible for, you know, saving your life.
Yeah, do you know who's responsible? Moma.
Ota told me. Plastic surgery, right? I kind of like this face. More than the other one.
Can't believe everyone's getting away with this plastic surgery thing.
You're good at your job.
Please come again.
Okay, well, you have nothing else to say.
I've been doing good. I'm delivering newspapers in the mornings, working as a janitor during the day, and writing at night.
Oh good, you're working to help your mom.
I might just be the hardest working 20-something in Japan.
I don't know about that.
Not even the mermaid who is being paid to praise Oda is gonna agree with that.
Really though, I've gotta be like in the top 3 in Tokyo alone.
I thought of kicking his ass, but I don't think it would take.
I'm actually exhausted right now. But I can't look tired in front of Tessa. Anyway, how are you?
I guess I'm alright.
Your left eye,
It's fake. I can't see anything out of it. And it doesn't talk.
Huh? I see. So, Aiba? What a tragedy.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Oh, jeez. That chuckle of his is so...
tragedy?
Yeah. She was so cute. What a waste.
That's why.
If she were real, I would marry her.
Oh, jeez, Oda.
You would not survive the attempt.
Keep it in your pants.
What do you mean?
Ota, what are you saying? In front of Iris?
Oh! Tessa, I was kidding. It was a joke.
Hands off my daughter.
It's fine, I don't care.
Thank goodness.
It's fine, I don't care. We never had a chance anyways.
I don't think that's what she means.
Shadows.
Thread, silhouette, A-set.
Fears.
Upset, regret, A-set.
Water.
Wet, sweat, A-set.
A-set, you bet! I can't believe you remembered that, Uncle. I'm so happy.
I said most of it.
You didn't know? I made lots of friends working here part-time. Sup, girl? Sup, girl?
Sup, girl?
Excuse me? Ota, you can't just say that.
Yeah, geez, Oda. Okay. Bye, Oda.
Well, Ota.
Aw, you're going already?
I can see you anytime I want, right? At Matsushita Diner?
You'll come?
Actually, I just came from there.
Yeah, I want you to make me your omelet rice again.
Awesome. Stop by any time. I'll be waiting.
Should we see Hitomi first, or should we see Mizuki first? Let's do Mizuki. What became of Pewter, too? I kind of want to know that. Jeez, Pewter, you destroyed Aiba. It's all your fault. I saw Mizuki when I saw Lemniscate. Okay. I was gonna say the word enter, but that wasn't in the sentence. Because of what happened this morning, Mizuki and I are in something of a cold war. She won't even look at me. We're both stubborn, neither of us wants to apologize first. Can I talk to the receptionist? Hey, thank you! Shouts at her from over there.
Excuse me?
Oh right, I forgot she's like a valley girl.
You might not remember, but 3 months ago.
3 months ago what?
I called to ask you about Renju, and you told me about Sunfish Pocket.
Oh right, that's true. She gave me that.
You really helped me out. Thank you.
I'm thanking you 3 months later for this piece of information you probably forgot about.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever.
Not even grateful.
You want to go to a Tommy with me?
But Tommy, why?
Well...
Oh jeez. Fine, Date, I'll let you have this one.
I want to rub them. Oh, I could rub them all day.
You're no better than Moma.
What?
You're too curvy, tight.
Oh! My shoulders!
I see her hair like freaking out as it tries to clip through her body.
Oh my god, thank you. I've had so many knots lately. Ugh. Perfect timing. Go ahead. I'd love a shoulder rub.
I got up and moved behind the receptionist to rub her shoulders, then sat back down. Well, that was weird. Iris and Mizuki stared at me the whole time, their icy gaze pierced my very soul. Oh, I can still talk to her? Seriously? I don't want to keep doing this, but...
Hold me! Hold me tight! Hold me tight!
Come on, you have Hitomi, come on.
Oh, my good fellow. Feeling a bit worse for wear, are you?
Oh, hi, Mr. Driver. I didn't think you'd pop up. Hi.
Worry not. I shall embrace you.
No, not you!
Is the driver here? Oh, here he is.
Moi? I am merely a taxi driver, my good man.
Have we met?
Well, let me see.
Right, I met him in the other timeline.
No, I don't think we've ever crossed paths. I have an excellent memory. I usually remember my customers, but I cannot place your face.
That's right, I look different than I did 3 months ago. Wait a minute.
I have an appointment to wait upon a young celebrity. I was told to wait here.
Okay, well. That was weird. Yo, yeah, hello. Yo.
Yo!
Yeah, you're right! The taxi driver looks like a Titan from Attack on Titan. She ignored me with all her might. Yeah!
Yeah!
Extended my hand like a sword ready to strike.
You wanna fight me?
She didn't seem to take it as a joke. I better not fight her, I wouldn't get workers' comp for that.
Hello, how are you?
Creepy old man.
Nothing, huh?
Mizuki looks mad, understandably. Can you ask Mizuki why she's here?
Uncle wants to know why you're here. No particular reason. Am I not allowed to be here? I inherited Daddy's stock at Lemniscape. This is my company now. Isn't it natural that I'd be here? That's what she said.
That was a lot of things she said in that one whisper.
Uncle wants to know if you're going to graduate soon. So what if I am? Just buy me a new junior high uniform and hire a tutor. I want to go to a good school and a new smartphone and a new iron pipe.
You're the one who has all the money.
That's what she said. Uncle wants to know how you've been lately. You don't know? Even though we live together? Of course you don't know, because we barely talk. Even after you've officially adopted me, you don't have any sense of responsibility.
Oh, I officially adopted her. So that means you two are sisters now, or you will be. It's kind of sad again, because we got Mizuki's route was on the other path, so we never got that heartfelt moment with her in this timeline.
That's what she said. Can you cut this out already? What happened?
Breakfast this morning. I made the eggs over easy.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's not it. I made the eggs over easy, and then Dante...
How can I eat eggs like that? I want my eggs over well. Burned to the pan on the bottom and chewy on top.
What?
Why don't you just eat an eraser?
What a stupid argument.
An eraser would taste better than what you served.
You shouldn't say that about Mizuki's cooking. That's mean.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, he was being sarcastic because she burnt the eggs, okay. I thought he actually meant that he wanted eggs burnt and that she made it wrong.
You're in the wrong here, Uncle. Why don't you be honest and apologize?
Yeah, you're the mature one here, come on.
Mizuki is the one who should be honest. Unlike her hero.
What?
When I was in the hospital, you were crying like a baby. Oh, I can't live without Dante. That's what you said.
Dante, you're not making... This is not a good look for you.
No, I didn't. And you were never in the hospital.
Yes, I was.
Oh, you're thinking about the other timeline.
Was I not?
What? What was that memory?
Anyway, why don't you just make up already?
If Dante keeps his promise, I will.
Promise?
The stew?
Wait, it's been 3 months and I still haven't gotten you stew?
You said you would take me.
Oh, that. Yeah, not yet. Okay, fine. Soon, okay?
You promise?
Promise.
Good. I'm glad you two are being civil again.
Anyway, should we head out, Iris?
Yeah. All right, Mizuki. See you soon.
See you.
Oops. How awkward it'd be, like, okay, see you soon, bye! Then we just sat here. In silence. Not moving anywhere. Goodbye.
Iris, didn't you say you were going to see everyone who visited you at the hospital today?
Yes, Mom. I still have some people to see.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by.
But Uncle really wanted to come here.
I said no such thing.
Come on, don't be shy. There are a lot of things you want to talk about, right? Come on, just do it.
But I'm not ready. Of course, I want to talk to Hitomi. I want to ask her all about what's happened in the past 6 years. But that's not for me to ask. Even showing up here like this isn't right, honestly.
Uncle, you're so shy.
Iris is teasing me. Maybe I could use that sometimes. She could help me loosen up some of my rusted screws. That's a weird way of putting it.
Thank you. This is all thanks to you, Falco.
No, I didn't do anything. Also, that name.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Date. I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart. Things have calmed down, thanks to you. The school has changed, but being a teacher hasn't. They were my best friends. We would always go to this little coffee shop after school. They had this old game machine there. It looked like a table, and it was about shooting invading aliens or something like that.
Oh yeah, didn't it say in her profile that she's really good at Space Invaders?
We talked about all sorts of things sitting there. Our love lives, our potential careers, things we didn't like about our teachers. It was their idea that I become a teacher, you know? They told me that teaching elementary suited me perfectly. Those were such fun times.
I can't ask her that. I was the one who did that to her. Game, I don't need flashbacks about every single thing I just saw.
No! Stop!
I was silent, but she must have noticed by my face.
If this is about my arm, don't worry about that. You tried to defend me. I know that.
Hitomi and Iris know everything that's happened so far.
You're too nice, Mom. I will never forgive you. You have to take responsibility.
Iris?
No, let me talk. Uncle will be your right arm. That's how he can make it up to you. Maybe not now. It might take some time, but I'll be waiting. One day, Uncle will stand on Mom's right side, and we can go wherever we want. The three of us. To the ocean, a river, an amusement park, barbecues, and we can make okonomiyaki.
Where's that hot plate I bought?
On the shelf.
And I'm gonna need a raincoat.
Hey, that's cheating!
You're planning on being covered in flour?
Of course! That's why it's fun!
6 years ago, I was an assassin. I don't need a summary of everything we just learned. This ending would be so much shorter. Well, maybe not so much shorter, but less dragged out if I didn't have to remind myself every 2 seconds about all the events that happened so far. Nothing I can do now will make those crimes disappear, but if I protect them, make sure they're always smiling for the rest of my days, I figure that might be enough to outweigh my sins. Okay, I guess that was a new sentence. Okay, that gets a pass.
Who cares about me? Talk to her. That's what you came for, right?
Okay, bye. I need to have a stern word with a Mr. Pewter. Don't tell me they've created like a new Aiba for me or like retrieved her somehow. Like, I want her back, but I feel like that would soften the thing.
I'm glad you finally got out of that hospital.
Sometimes a family is their mom, a dad / uncle that went through hell, their idol of a daughter, and their 12-year-old with the strength of a weightlifter. Yes, you are exactly right. And welcome to the stream.
Thanks, boss.
Let's examine the Christmas tree like always.
You still haven't taken down your Christmas tree?
Haven't you heard the old saying? If you take down your Christmas tree early, you won't become a bride until late.
That's not an old saying. That doesn't even make sense.
Aw.
Peter's not here. I need to have a stern word with that man.
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
Are you gonna go to the club later?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young. I'll take you when you're older. Still thinking about her, huh?
No, not exactly.
Well, doesn't surprise me. You two are great partners.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, it looked like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body, but Aiba still obeyed me.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
You're underestimating the Wadjet system.
Huh?
Aiba was no ordinary AI. She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that. She knew the real you, and regarded you as her master. That's why she followed your command, despite looking completely different. I think, maybe, she knew your soul, Date.
What? She has the statue from Squid Game in her office. You talking about this thing? I mean, this game came out in 2019, so I never actually examined all the stuff in her office. That's all I have to say about that.
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
But you did at some point in time, and then I forgot it again.
Well, when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer. I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before. I never thought that he was swapping bodies. And the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you. Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah. By the way, Date, I have a gift for you.
A gift?
Close your eyes.
I did as I was told, closing my eyes. Is she gonna do a MoMA prank on me like I did to him? When suddenly... You sedating me.
Don't worry, it's just some knockout
Well,
gas.
thank you for the gift, boss. Thank you. Knockout gas, really? You shouldn't have.
What?
You're going to experience something incredible. That's my present to you.
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
Are you gonna let me meet Aiba again? In like a Somnium? Is that what this is? Where's Pewter? I still have some very strong words for that man.
This is the sync room.
Oh.
Pewter?
Hey, Kagami! Oh, and you Pewter. Whatever. This was your surprise? Wait, unless Pewter has a new Aiba for me. Hey, Inspector, my friend. What was your name again?
I heard. Plastic surgery, right? Must have been a really bad wound to have to remake your whole face like that. But it looks like it worked at least.
Was it, Kaniza?
It's Kagami! Kaniza, where did you even get that from? Only the first 2 letters are the same. Literally 2/3 of the name is totally different.
Oh, but we're buds, Kagami. You know, we're buds. Hey, do you want to hear a secret of, like, I'm pretty good at remembering people's names, but once in a while I'll forget, or maybe if they only told me once. So, my secret is, you know, it's awkward when you ask someone what their name is, right? Like, what was your name again? Kind of awkward, right? Unless you were kind of distant. But, life hack. Instead, you say to them, wait, how do you spell your name? That's pretty often, you know, people, you know, just assume everyone's a bad speller and be like, even if their name's like John, right? You could be like, oh, is it John or Jon? So they'll spell it for you. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, that's how you spell your name. And you'll learn their name again. And it's not embarrassing. And now you know my secret, so if I ever ask you what your name is and I ask you to spell it, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. She's with the boss. She's safe.
Did you sync with me?
I did not. But I did use the sync chair.
For what?
Something.
Aiba.
Am I not allowed to be here?
You have some answering to do.
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Kiro was working with Renju, or to be precise, Saito inside Renju. He was leaking confidential information to him. Peter also helped Rohan inside the body of 89 escape. Peter was immediately punished and fired from the force.
Yes, I was arrested. I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
And you get to wear equally awful clothes. Oh wait, those are your normal clothes.
Then how are you here?
I wonder.
Don't act dumb.
Date, it's okay. Boss brought him here.
She did? Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now. I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job. Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
Because you're my best bud, Kaniza.
Everything that the boss did, she did for you. Ask her about it. She truly cares about you, you know. That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
You were once an assassin.
So I've heard.
If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past. I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway, now that this is done, I'll excuse myself.
Oh, hi, Iris.
Iris, what happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that. Let's play!
Play?
Don't make me play the Iris A-set game.
Shovel Forge.
Or that. Wait, seriously? I can't even examine her. Why are we going to the Harbor Warehouse District? No one's gonna explain this. They didn't even tell me to go there. You're just gonna put up my map and not explain.
Iris, why did you want to come here? Haven't you seen everyone you wanted to already?
Yeah!
Iris suggested we come to the warehouse. I thought it was odd, but drove her here anyway.
Thank you for today.
Yeah, no problem. This is just a place where you've, like, died 3 times in alternate universes.
It was a lot of fun.
Is the date finally over?
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you. Not just for today, but for everything. 6 years ago, you helped me and my mom, and I'm so grateful for that. Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
You want me to close my eyes?
Yeah, please?
Wait, you want me to close my eyes? Do you?
And just do it, quick! I'm so nervous, I'm shaking.
No, she's not puffing.
Oh man. Oh no. No way.
No. Don't even think about it. Date, don't be weird. Try to keep my cool.
Alright.
Seriously, you're 42 years old. She's 18. She's like a daughter figure to you. Stop being a perv. And this all just makes it even worse. Aiba? Come on, Aiba.
Okay, open them!
What?
Aiba! Hey, fine. It's okay for her to be back after all that. I said I didn't want her back, but I want her back. Be stunned, cry, be amazed, scold her. Let's just cry. Cry. Smug
It's been
look.
a long time, Kaname Date.
At a time like this, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. You are, that is, who are you again?
You haven't changed. You're still an idiot.
You're an idiot.
You idiot, I thought you died. I was worried about you.
Pardon, but you were the one who issued the self-destruct order.
Well, then I would have died.
Anyway, I want to know something. The number, 41205. There must be something to it.
That's the first thing you ask her?
It does not. It is only my favorite number.
Your favorite number? I see. Oh, sorry. I hear everything Iva says over this earpiece. I think I understand the meaning behind her number.
It's like a Japanese wordplay.
What does it mean?
Iris, do not tell him.
Uncle, think of the alphabet. What's the fourth letter?
A, B, C, D. It's D.
And the first?
So it spells Date.
A.
And the 20th? And the 5th?
I see.
Allow me to explain. I, or everything that constitutes my I, disappeared completely 3 months ago, including all of my backup data. However, fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around the world for years. By downloading and decoding these fragments, I was able to regenerate my memories and consciousness. It was the Wadjet system that brought me back to life. That system is responsible for proliferating my data. Wadjet is like a mother to me, and she protected me as her child. And I am forever grateful to my mother. Never underestimate the power of Wadjet. To be exact, I am not here. You are seeing an augmented reality virtual projection of myself. My physical self is...
In my left eye?
yes.
How did you get in there?
I see you have not become any more astute in my absence. Think carefully.
When could that have happened?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you.
At Abyss, when I lost consciousness.
Yes. Computer embedded me in your eye socket.
I knew the whole time. Boss told me about the plan to restore Iba. I wanted it to be a surprise for you, so...
Is this my thank you?
Yeah, but it's not over yet.
Anyway, Iba. Welcome back.
Glad to be back. I'm home.
Well, now that Iba has risen from the dead, I think we should celebrate with a dance number!
No, please no. Not the dance number.
A what?
Hit it!
No! Is this the credit roll? Oh. Is it the same song too? Yep. kind of sick of hearing this song.
Teacups that are flying on maps
Oh,
that's defying.
credits.
You'll think that I'm lying.
She looks like she could be doing like some kind of Fortnite dance, or like a series of Fortnite dances. It's kind of awkward for her to be dancing and singing, and the two of us just standing here and watching her. And there's actually no music playing, it's just her singing. We are not impressed. There we go, yeah, we need everyone to dance. We need a dance number. I actually like musicals. Good ones. We need like everyone to jump out, like Moma comes in dancing, and Kagami. We see Pewter dancing in his jail cell, you know? Just, if you're gonna make it ridiculous, just all the way. Yeah, we need Mayumi to come in dancing. Oh, there we go! Yes, they're doing it! I want to see Moma dance. I want to see Moma dance. Really, really need him. No, not you, Oda! Go away! Oh, Mayumi! Aw, he loves his mom. Yes, yes! Okay, I'm happy. Moma dancing. It's okay, thanks. Everyone. Kagami and the driver. The bodyguard. Moma looks so unhinged.
I'm who they say is the best detective.
Oh, jeez.
Although without me he's ineffective.
That's it, we're done. I'm walking out of here.
I know.
Welcome back.
While the old bow their heads, while the blind
Oh, there's more.
the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of
There we go.
against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. The invincible rainbow arrow.
Okay, fine, game. You made me smile. Okay, dang it. Yeah, the voice actors.
By
Hey,
the way, everyone, the reason you can see me right now is because I'm projecting
Oh my
myself with
goodness.
special
I
technology.
warmed up over that. I swear to
You
God, if you call me a fridge one more time, you will not find your body. Oh, I'm kidding, Dante, honey. I love you. Kisses from Mama.
Sounds fun. Hey, Sit, you bet.
okay. Yeah, the voice actors, you just tell them all, hey, you're gonna sing a dance number for the ending credits. You cool with that? Most voice actors do sing on the side. Thank you for playing. Your eyes have been opened. ... Okay, fine. Okay, that the dance number saved it, man. The dance number saved my entire opinion of this game. It was all thanks to the power of dance. I can't believe I'm saying that. Stupid Iris. Fine, Iris, you redeemed yourself. Jeez. Let's go back to the title screen, and let's talk about the game. Dance has been unlocked in the title menu. All we need is like those like digital CSGO NPCs inside the Forgecraft world. Dance? What does this do? Is this just the credits? Does this just replay the dance again? Oh, geez. Dance practice mode. The character swap. Oh. Oh, jeez. I can swap the background. It's kind of slow though.
Teacups that are flying on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying.
See, I'm mashing R1 now, and it's not changing the background. There we go.
A journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes.
Yeah, Mayumi. Yeah, Mayumi.
While the old bow their heads, while
No, not you, Date.
blind, the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design, but we know it.
Oh, jeez. Like the interrogation room. Oh yeah, MoMA, work it. We're MoMA. MoMA, work it. Yeah. Kagami, my man. Can we see like people that weren't in the dance number dancing? It's so slow to switch between characters though. Oh geez, it like lags. Yeah, Yakuza B. Wait, can we see So? Is So? Can I make So Sejima dance? Driver Man, yeah. Saito dancing with his head exploded. Okay, that's it. Jeez, this is so laggy for some reason. Oh, I can turn up the... Oh, I can change the speed. This is so... Okay, fast forward. Oh, jeez! Yeah, guys! I can rewind. I can rewind. I can slow. Oh, jeez, this is so painful. Wait, mirror image? Okay. Okay, that's enough dancing. Oh jeez. Alright, that was kinda neat, I guess. Wait, did I pause? Oh, I paused it. How do I go back? Return the title. Okay, jeez. Okay, fine. Game, you redeemed yourself yet again. Alright, wow, that was a 3-hour final route. Good thing I didn't try to do it yesterday. Okay, let's talk about the game. So, I mean, the beginning of the game, right? It started out good, because it was like, whoa, murder mystery. This is going kind of cool. What's gonna happen? And then, like a fool, I went down the stupid Iris route first. Of all the routes in the game, I went down the worst route, the one that makes the least amount of sense. And it's not like they give you any indication. I went down the route because I picked balloons instead of photos. Like, an arbitrary choice. So, my first impression of this game was not good, because that route was awful, and it made me hate Iris. Like, a lot. So if I was just playing this game normally, I probably would have quit then and there. But the fact that I was streaming and the fact that I knew it was written by Uchikoshi was like, fine, maybe it gets better. And that route was just so weird, like it was so bad. Like, bad writing, and it was supposed to be bad, right? Like, it was like subverted, but then it was like fan service. Maybe some people enjoy the fan service, I didn't. And then we finally started going down the left route, and it got better. It was like, oh, there's actually a murder mystery. And then, like, I really, really felt it when we hit Oda's route, because it was, like, really emotional. And suddenly, up till then, I hadn't felt anything for any of the characters. And now it's like, oh, actually, you know what? I feel for some of these characters. I felt for Mayumi. It kind of made me feel for Oda, even though I didn't like him. And then we did Mizuki's route, and maybe like Mizuki more, even though, like, her, I started liking her, and then I disliked her, and then I liked her again. And then the story actually got good, and then we actually got all the like the plot facts, and I complained that maybe they weren't written correctly. And I still stand by the fact that there's a lot of little plot holes in this game, or a lot of like people being incompetent, like the crime scene investigation missing an entire body being hidden in a forklift for 2 routes. Like, doesn't make any sense, right? Everything still tied together. I still think it was an okay story, but like having played Zero Escape, like I still think that game was better. But I know he was trying to like do something different here. The whole point was to talk about the idea of love, which is I in Japanese, and then related to AI, and then eyeball, so there was all this play on words. I think they did touch on that really well, especially towards the true ending with Aiba and her sacrifice. Plus they talked about like familial love with Oda's root and Mizuki's root. So they did a good job bringing together the themes. Maybe it wasn't really the same, because it's not the same style as other work, which is fine. But it really didn't come together until that final last couple story routes. Now, they still never explained the whole route jumping or the parallel universes thing. They just assume, oh, you've played games by Uchikoshi before, so you're familiar with Zero Escape and Parallel Worlds, so we're not really going to explain that. They just kind of plop it in there. And I get it. Like, you want to have multiple routes in the story to make it interesting, you want the route where everyone dies to make it really sad, and then you want the actual route where everyone survives. So I can understand wanting the different routes, but then actually having information travel between routes and not really explaining it was just kind of weird. And like, I feel like Zero Escape had so many more branching paths, and I don't think this game needed more, but I think the fact that Zero Escape has Parallel Worlds lends itself to that fact much more. That being said, I do have a lot of complaints about this game still. Like, the Somnium segments were either infuriating or they were boring. Like, you were like about to learn something really interesting, and then it tosses you into this thing, and it feels like you're basically doing like random choices and praying that you're picking the right things. Now, I wouldn't mind that. If the Somnium Files, like Somnium sections, were like the escape rooms in Zero Escape, I'd be okay with that, even if they use dream logic. Because you could actually explore and try to, you know, touch everything, try to do every examination, try to figure out what things you can interact with. I'm told there's a lot of like fun little conversations and Easter eggs in this game, and it's easy to gloss over them because you're actually trying to get out of the Somnium because there's a freaking time limit. On the other hand, the time limit was not fair sometimes, because the timies, there was some strategy in using them, but sometimes you really had to trial and error the whole thing, and then if you failed, your punishment was you just have to do it again, which I don't mind. But then they had the 3-strike system, which makes you like start completely over. It just seemed really silly that way. I wish the Somnium sections were better. I wish they were more gameplay-wise more gripping. I wish they were more enticing. The music was great during the Somnium sections, and a lot of the other areas too. The characters, tight-knit cast, recurring themes, recurring characters and ideas, that was okay. The gameplay, you know, was a little bit, could have been there. I complained so many times about how you would like have like a conversation with someone, and then suddenly the conversation would stop, and it would throw you back into investigation mode, but they wouldn't tell you because your cursor's invisible. So you'd be like, wait a second, am I supposed to keep talking? Because the conversation didn't feel like it was finished. And then you talk to the person, and either A, there's only one conversation option, so it's like, well, why'd you stop me? We could have had this all in one go. Or they give you all 4 options again, and you don't realize one of them is supposed to be a continuation. Or you ask the character the same question over and over again, thinking that, oh, that's the same option, I already selected that, but actually you have to select it multiple times to get them talking. Like, that like gameplay thing, even though it was a little thing, was just annoying, and I wish they did that better. With the storytelling, like, I think the overall story was good, but they do so much recapping. Like, there's so many sections where they stretch it out just by talking too much, or saying things that I already know, or saying things that they repeated literally 5 minutes ago, or showing me flashbacks of things that happened literally that I've seen 5,000 times and recently already saw. So it was just kind of like, you don't need to do that. I think you should give your audience a little bit more respect that they're able to piece together more than you think, and you don't need to baby them that far. Because when you did discover the secret and things were like coming together, they were like, okay, now that we have all the secrets laid out, let's walk you through it step by step, baby steps, every step of the way, and we'll talk to you in a cutscene that lasts like 30 minutes. And it was like, okay, like, I know you want to bring it all together, and I appreciate you putting the timeline in order so that it makes sense to the viewer, but at the same time, there was so much extra talking that didn't need to be there. speaking of the conversation, oh my god, the pervy jokes. I hated that. Like, it made me embarrassed to play this game, especially since my first route was Iris's route, because the humor is like low-brow, middle school, like, ha ha ha, boobs, ha ha ha, porno mag, that's funny. Like, maybe the first time, but like the recurring porno mag thing was just, I don't think it was tasteful, especially when you throw it into like a serious situation. Like, and again, I'm okay with humor, and I'm okay with using humor in inappropriate situations or making them recurring jokes, but like, throwing porno mags and panties on the floor every time there's a shootout, it just doesn't go together. It's just low-brow humor. Like, who actually laughs at that stuff? Like, who? Like, middle schoolers maybe? I don't. Adults probably wouldn't. I don't think most people would. I feel like it's disrespectful to your audience, especially since people going into this game are looking for visual novels, characters, mysteries, and it's like, let's throw in inappropriate humor. It makes them feel really uncomfortable. It made me feel like I was playing Artonaliko again, which was an RPG game that I played because it had great music, great character designs, and it was an RPG, but it was horrible with the stupid, like, sexually explicit jokes that just weren't funny and just inappropriate. So I think they could have gotten rid of that or toned it down or something, or made it like so that Date wasn't the pervert, because it's the main character. It was like every time I was about to like him, he would say some stupid pervy joke and I'd be like, Date, please stop it. Like, I'm glad I played this game. I was regretting it partway through, especially because I like to keep my YouTube channel like only good Let's Plays of good games is kind of what I wanted to go for. So after Iris's route, I was very like, should I even post these videos? Like, are they even worth keeping? I'm glad I stuck it through because it got really good, but I feel like people would play this game, go through Iris's route first, and then drop the game because they would think it's bad. Or watch my videos on YouTube, watch me do Iris's route and say, wow, this game's stupid, and drop it and never turn back, and you'd miss out on all the good stuff. Like, honestly, that dance number at the end was the type of like out-of-place humor that I appreciate. And at first, if it was just Iris dancing, I would have been like, no. But like full cast dancing at the end, I'm all for that, right? Like the dance sections during the Shovel Forge section were so annoying because they were so long and it was barely any dancing. It was just a pixel character moving. And it lasted forever with the psychedelic colors, and I didn't appreciate that. I like the idea of the Somnium taking the form of Shovel Forge. That was kind of cool, but like, again, the Somnium sections really need to be reworked. They are making a sequel to this game, the the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. It's coming out in 2022. I'm not sure if I'll play it. I was gonna say no, but after today's episode, you know, maybe I will. Maybe I'll look for the reviews first and we'll see how it goes, but I hope people enjoyed the game at least. It was nice to have a lot of you guys coming back and watching it, or like the same people commenting on the videos or popping into the streams. I know I play a lot of games that have like long stories, and it's hard to just jump into a stream because it's like, oh, well, I don't know what's happening because this game is like not linear, but like the Let's Play is linear. So I really appreciate you guys coming by, giving me your opinions. I love talking in the chat with you guys about your theories and seeing what's going on. Keeps it interesting, bouncing off ideas. That interaction's really what makes this all fun. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for stopping by, anyone that has stopped by during the duration of any of it, and chatted with me and hung out with me. I really appreciate it. But yeah, like I think they could have, there's a few more plot points like Aiba being connected to the Wadjet system, or like plot points about her information that maybe they could have done a bit better, but I'll give the game a pass. Like, if he tried something different with the writing, for the most part it worked out well. There was a lot of weird things that I don't think worked out well at all. Hopefully they fix that, both gameplay-wise and storytelling-wise for the next game, but I don't know. I ended up on a happy note. I was freaking smiling at the end during that stupid dance number, and then playing around with the dance thing on the title screen was actually surprisingly entertaining. So, you know what? In the end, I give this game a solid pass. I enjoyed it. It was a tough uphill climb at the beginning, but in the end, I did enjoy it. Oh, I forgot to mention this during the stream, so I'll say it now in a post-stream clip. But if you want to see me play other games such as Zero Escape in the future on this channel, let me know in the comments down below. I know I've already played Zero Escape before, and I really like those games, so I want to share them with the world for people who haven't played them and giving them a chance. However, going through them again means, for me, it won't be my first time, so it won't be the same as playing through this game because I already know what happens. But kind of like with The Great Ace Attorney, I won't spoil you along the way, it just means I won't be able to talk in quite the same way because I've already experienced it before. But if you're interested in watching me play Zero Escape, let me know. I really want to play it for the channel, but it is a big commitment. It's 3 games, and the first game doesn't have voice acting in it either, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of reading. They're quite lengthy if you add them all up together, and so that's like committing to doing 3 different games on the channel, continuously back to back, and quite long too. So I want to do them, but you know, if I know that people are actually interested in them, then you know, maybe I will feel more motivated to actually do so before I move on to other games as well. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you be interested in watching me play Zero Escape on the channel or streaming them on Twitch? So with that, I think it's time to end off the stream. I've said thank you already, but I want to say thank you again. I really appreciate you guys coming and watching my videos. It means a lot to me. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next stream or video. Take care, and bye-bye.